well, it's end of April, beginning of May. So we're going to have a look on the allotment and see how things are growing. Spring's here, things are growing, things have been planted out. Let's go and have a look. Just testing the mic. Don't want a JB error, do we? So today on the plot, we're going to have a look what we've got planted. We've had the broad beans in for a while now, but now the soil's really warmed up. We can direct sow. We've got all the things that we started off at the house planted in. We can start thinking about having those succession plantings of the same crops, just direct sown from seed, which really extends your season and also makes a bit of a better use of your space as well. If you can get that planned. I struggle from that sometimes, trying to get that second flush of crops from the same season following on, so you can extend your produce a bit further. We'll go and have a look now, see what we've got in. We've had a really good stab at the brassica cage and the area for those. We've got those planted in. Maybe just able to see garlic, which has been planted in spring, wasn't overwintered. Apart from, I think, maybe I have to check on the video. Remember, look at one of the videos from last year. If I remember, I'll put a card up here. We'll see if we actually planted the elephant garlic a bit earlier or later in last year, so it was overwintered. But the elephant garlic was brilliant. Great growth on that. Doesn't seem to be affected by too much in the way of rust. Doesn't seem to have bolted either. Fingers crossed. So we're going to have a look on the tour now, see what we've got going for this month. I don't know what you're going to call this month. We call it April, end of April, beginning of May. We call it May. The MApril. The MApril plot tour. Let's go for that. So here at the front of the plot, we've got a nice row of peas. This is the Brassica heritage variety. We've managed to get planted and started off at home and planted up this weekend. We've got nice 2 metre high at least support trellis. Then got some Oregon sugar pod, and then we've got two other heritage varieties of pea here: P. Heinrich and P. Blue Prussian. Now the Heinrich is a sort of Monge 2 variety, and the Blue Prussian is apparently used for saved seed, so mostly sort of a dried pea for, dried pea, sort of peas pudding kind of recipes. So we've got that one there. That's a weed, not a failed pea. But that's the heritage pea. At the front, we've got some space for another variety. I think Champion of England, I think this variety, and we'll direct sow that. So we've got that cleared for that, and we'll get that netted as well. Got a line, sort of provisional line for beetroot there. That was a bit of a added extra. Not sure we'll keep to that plan though, we'll see. Then we've got the saved garlic from last year here. And the Clark's classic heritage broad bean tucked in there. We've got the allium bed here. Got some nice onions at the front, they're doing well. And the garlic there, here. That's the garlic. At the back, got 2 rows of elephant garlic. That's a pretty decent looking allium bed for this year. Fingers crossed we won't get any white rot. I don't think this was an area with a plot that was susceptible to white rot, but we'll have to see. Down here we've got, I think this might be British Queen. I'll have to double check the variety. We've given that a water in today. Just a bit of extra space to get some of those in. And we've got the broad bean patch here. We're going to put some in here. Might be a bit late, I don't know, we'll see. We may catch up with these. We've got a first sowing which started off at home, and another line there which we're direct sown, and we'll probably put another couple down in there just so we can get rid of a succession on the broad bean front for there. We've then got the parsnip bed, and I'm afraid to say we don't have much in the way of germination on the parsnips at all. Got a great showing of radish, but nothing that I can see as yet on the parsnip front. They are interplanted in between, so here, in the gaps. There's nothing. I might have to do another sowing. I might do a couple of lines just down the middle at the end of middle of May if they don't show. So I'm not 100% convinced we've got masses of germination on the parsnips. We may do another sowing of those before the month is out. Bless you. But yeah, not looking good for the parsnip challenge on the potty mouth garden colour if we can't get them germinated. And that was me second guessing about starting germination on kitchen towel, but direct sowing. But we may have had quite a dry end to April as far as we've been checking out on the weather forecasts. So might have affected the germination. So fingers crossed we can get some better germination for the competition this month. Well, hope you like the tour so far this month. If you have, be grateful if you give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up is probably one of the best way of getting the video noticed. If you've got any comments or suggestions, again, type away below. I do try and respond to all of your questions, even the ones that are posted in foreign languages. Some people have been posted on the homey video. I'll put a link up here for it. I'm assuming it's Korean viewers who are watching that and making their comments below. So I even respond to those as well. So if you're liking the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you do give it a thumbs up, I can guarantee 25% less rust in your alliums this year. Don't think that, would you? But give it a thumbs up and put it to the test. Then got the carrot bed, which is a much better germination prospect. We've got here coming up nicely. We'll get them thinned pretty soon. Got another little bit of beetroot here, and then over here we've got the brassica bed. What we do is we dig a trench down the length of the plot, put the seedlings in. So we've got kale, broccoli, I've got cabbages, kalettes, and then we've got a few other trays there. I've got some green sprouting and some I think calabrese or romanesco in the trays there. I'm letting those develop a bit more because they didn't have much in the way of any root systems. So we're going to keep them under here and get them planted out. But we've limed it, fertilised it with chicken manure pellets, and I'm hoping this year this will be top space for cabbages. So thanks for watching today. Thanks ever so much for continuing to watch, and those people that haven't subscribed so far, I'd be grateful if you press the subscribe button. You'll get notified of the next time there's a video. April and May seem to have been bunched up together, but April really was a bit of a washout early doors, and it got really dry towards the end. Wasn't really a lot on the plot to show, so we might call this, as I said, the MApril plot tour. And I think I'll probably do another one towards the end of the month, because May does really start to rocket with all the growth on the plot, so we might get a sneaky one in for a definitive May plot tour later on in the month. Thanks for watching along, and see you next time. Bye!